Alright, so this is not the kind of video that I would typically make, but I recently put out a prediction video about Mario Kart 10. I called it 10, I've changed the name to World, and I just need to talk about how god accurate I was, because I called so much stuff about this game a couple months ahead of time, and I just can't believe it. I actually went through the prediction video again, and I found everything that I have so far predicted correctly, and I want to show examples of everything, because I find it absolutely hilarious that I somehow managed to nail the exact gimmick that this game has, and we haven't even seen everything, because there's still going to be a Mario Kart World Direct coming later in April. But for now, I still got to talk about what exactly is all the stuff that I predicted correctly. From the characters that we've spotted, it doesn't appear that this is going to be a Nintendo Kart kind of game. So yes, this clearly is not a Nintendo Kart themed game. A lot of people were thinking that might be what Nintendo does with the next Mario Kart, but yeah, there is not a single non-Mario character seen so far. There are a ton of really weird enemies that are brand new that I'm super excited about, and we'll be talking about more of those later. But yeah, this is not Nintendo Kart. This is all Mario themed. And it's not just that, but like, it is so expansive, and there's like so many weird, obscure choices here. What Nintendo showed us just might be a sneak peek of Mario Kart 10's Adventure Mode. I mean, just look at the scope of the track. They purposefully zoomed the camera out so we could see it. It's huge. Why does a single track need to be that big? Well, that's because this might be a hub world where we're supposed to go around and complete missions. This right here is the craziest prediction that I had. Mario Kart World actually having an adventure mode. And not just that, but it's a hub world that you can free roam in. Like, when I was watching this earlier, I actually couldn't believe what I was hearing and seeing. I mean, this is like the one thing that Nintendo could have done with Mario Kart to really expand and evolve the franchise. And the fact that they're actually doing it is just amazing. Could it be possible that there's more of these glowing bags out there and we just can't see them? Now, I might have missed a couple of glowing bags, but as I was going back through the footage, I did notice 3 spots in particular that has glowing bags. Now, we still don't know what they do, but as I kind of figured, they're all over the place. We still don't know exactly how they're going to work. Maybe it has to do with that new hamburger item that the character can eat and turn into a new costume. Who really knows how that works? But there are, in fact, more glowing bags. What we might be witnessing is a mission where the goal is to get first place in a certain segment of this hub world. And here, basically just, further highlighting that they did explain that the point of the adventure mode is to explore, figure out where brand new courses are, and then you basically, the missions, right, is the actual races. But that wasn't all. There are some retro tracks that I have predicted correctly. Not a lot, but let's also keep in mind that the Mario Kart Direct is still coming, so there is a very good chance that we are going to end up seeing a lot more of these predictions correct, or a lot more incorrect. Like, who knows? Like, I think out of everything that you can try to call for a game like Mario Kart, retro tracks are definitely the hardest to nail down, but there are a few I got. Toad's Factory. So, Toad's Factory, I know we didn't see any actual footage of it, but if you listen carefully, you can hear Toad's Factory music in the game. Now, why would they have a remix of Toad's Factory? Well, because it's a track. We just haven't seen it yet, so it's basically confirmed that Toad's Factory is in here. Airship Fortress. And then, of course, yeah, Air Fortress, which, by the way, it looks absolutely incredible. Seriously, just look at it. It is such a huge glow-up from what we've seen, even from, like, just the Mario Kart 7 remake. So really happy to see that track return as well. I believe that skins are going to be huge in Mario Kart 10, and it just doesn't make sense to make the roster have hundreds of characters. And I feel like this is the second biggest thing that I called, is that Mario Kart World was going to include an absolute truckload of skins for all the characters. And this actually went way farther than I was anticipating. Now, if you look through the footage really closely, you'll see that a lot of the classic Mario characters swap skins. They can swap skins by eating the hamburger item or power-up or whatever. And it's not just skins for Mario Kart Tour. Some of those are found, but there's also completely brand new ones that we've never seen before. So it seems like Nintendo really went all out here, and it's implied that every single character is going to have a bunch of skins. It's absolutely insane. I don't really know what their purpose is. Maybe the idea is if you want 100% the adventure mode, you have to like go through the hub world, and maybe you have to like find things to unlock skins potentially, or maybe they just kind of like spawn randomly from the hamburger item. You know, either way, regardless, it doesn't really matter. Skins are huge in this game, and I can see a lot of people really enjoying this and being able to really customize their favorite character with their favorite skin. Now, next, I want to talk about the characters that I predicted, because I'm not going to lie, I am really surprised at how accurate a lot of my picks were here, too. And we'll start off with Hammer Bro. So, Hammer Bro, okay, this one was actually a fairly safe one. I mean, Hammer Bro was already included in Mario Kart Tour, so seeing him here, I guess it's not that surprising. He's a fairly common enemy as well. Monty Mole. Okay, so Monty Mole, honestly, wasn't really expecting this one. I mean, he is a fairly common Mario enemy, but he's not one of the bigger ones. But he somehow made it in. Next up, we've got Nabbit. Now Nabbit. This one was kind of a little bit of a toss-up for me because, you know, you'd think that they would have put him in Mario Kart 8, but they just didn't. So I kind of feel like, all right, well, maybe he's just not going to ever be in Mario Kart, but here he is. Out in the flesh. Next, I'm calling Chargin' Chuck. Now, Chargin' Chuck, I am very surprised that we got a Chargin' Chuck, and I'm hoping that there'll be a couple different variants of him as well. I imagine there will, with all the skins and whatnot, but yeah. Now, next up, a Goomba. Oh my god, dude, I am so happy that we got a freaking Goomba. Look, I thought that would have been like the funniest choice, but no, instead there's like a penguin, there's a snowman you can play as a Bitty Bud. There are so many weird characters you can play as, but yeah, man, I got Goomba as well. And then finally, I want to talk about the Mario Kart items. Now, again, we haven't seen a lot of items. We'll definitely see more in the Direct, but there are a small handful of them that I actually somehow predicted correctly. Mega Mushroom. Now, first, we've got the Mega Mushroom. You can see it on screen for just a few frames, but, you know, even if you don't catch it, Toad grows really big. So, yes, seeing the Mega Mushroom return is really cool. And I think it's actually the first time that we've seen it ever since, Mario Kart Wii? It's been quite a while. Coin Box. Now, the Coin Box, I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised to see this one. Now, there are a couple different items like this in Mario Kart 2 where you just hit a box and, you know, things spew out. And Hammer, and this item, the Hammer, wow. All right, I'm not gonna lie, this is another one where I predicted it, but I was a little doubtful because I thought, well, this is maybe a little too obscure, and the way that it works is just a little too wonky. But it is very interesting to see them actually use it. And I also love how they have the Hammer Bro throwing the hammers. I thought that was very clever. And yeah, that's basically everything. If you'd like, you can go back and watch the prediction video that I put out a couple months ago, because there's still a lot of things that we haven't seen. You know, first off, battle tracks. We have no idea what's going to come from that. Now, I imagine this game has to have some sort of battle mode. And we also have not seen anything about the online mode. That's another thing that they're definitely going to touch on when it comes to the Mario Kart World Direct. Because, you know, online is, you know, a huge thing. And of course, you know, Nintendo has a much bigger focus on it with the Switch 2, considering the C button has the voice chat and you can screen share. And I think that's going to be about it for today. But I'm going to be playing the Switch 2 this weekend. So I believe on the 6th of April, I should have a video out talking about it. Hopefully we're allowed to film inside there, but I have no idea. But yeah, man, it's going to be really exciting. And I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.